there, welcome to video 13, Lucky 13, huh? Kidboxing Part 1, Introduction for Parents. Hi parents of boxing kids. This video will have 5 sections. First we'll talk about each section and then we will demonstrate examples of each section in the studio. I'm Oscar Oscar, your boxing coach. I've been a certified public school educator for almost 25 years in 4 different states. When I present scenarios or story, I am not reflecting for my current employer. They're actually pretty good at listening and responding to student and parent concerns. The following example scenarios and responses are how I talk to my own kids and students over the years. Please adjust the ideas to your own parenting and guardian skills and styles. Session 1. What should be emphasized in a kidboxing program? Emotional and physical control. Then make sure we tell them don't be the first to hit. Then defense, teach them defense versus offense. Safety, come outside the fist always, balance stance for safety, always a side view, that's for them to hit. Try words to de-escalate first. We'll do examples of these when we get in the studio. Session number 2. What should not be emphasized? Don't be the one to start aggressions. Don't become a bully like the bullies you hated. Consider the teachers, principal, child services, and police and what they might think about it. Don't fight dirty unless necessary. Fight or flight, escape route. Session 3. Shadow boxing introduction. Technique focus. Defenses up. Imagine targets. Proper stance. Number 4. Kids equipment. We're going to check out some safety goods available out there in kid sizes and kid size boxing equipment. Number 5. Sparring with your kids. Kid and child, child and adult both need emotional control during training and sparring. Detail praise goes a long way. And you should probably consider creating a quality rating system so the kid knows you don't just say to the kid, you're wrong at what you're doing or you're right at what you're doing. This is what we want to see next in the several race. Hey, you got 90% on that punch. Hey, you got 40% on that punch because it really wasn't as good as it should have been. So there's things like that that you can consider simple things, not really technical things. So next we're going to go to the studio and I'll explain why some of these issues are more important. I didn't want to talk to you to death here. I'd rather demonstrate for you. So I'll see you in the studio. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, please consider popping me a like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Hi parents and kids that want to box. It's my studio. And today we're going to go over the 5 sessions that we talked about in the intro. So I'm going to do this a little bit, mostly shadow boxing style, because most people don't have the equipment at home. And I'll introduce some equipment later on too. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go over my notes, and I want this to be organized. Session 1. What should be emphasized? Emotional and physical control. When a kid is just, because kids will do that. Even teenagers will be, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you. Not just be throwing punches, not having any form or any stance. I've seen some sloppy, strong boxers. They go up against anybody with some talent. The guy's just going to wait for them, and then as soon as they tire out, boom, take it right out. I want to teach young people control. I think it's very important young people have control, strength and control. We want to teach them physical control. So a jab, I teach them that jab is straightforward. Let me just make this a little bit more. The jab is straightforward. Number 1 jab is straightforward. It's not enough. I want them to close their hands, put their thumb outside the fist, and punch from your elbow. You need to have a good form. And their feet, for all these, there's 6 fundamental, there's 6 fundamental punches. And these feet should always be like this. Left foot out front. I'm not sure why this is doing some of these pieces right here. Left foot out front. Right foot in the back. And then wobble on your toes to heel. Make sure you got balance and control. Make sure they don't do like this. I want them to control. If they don't have balance, someone can take them down real quick in the first couple of punches. You gotta stress how important control and balance is. Sometimes they'll start up here, it's cool-minded too. Say, yeah, Dad, I want to do that jab. So I'll do the jab. You start getting into it, and then you teach them cross, right cross. Let's see. That or none. So you got punch, jab, left, right cross, 2. Number 1, jab with the left. Number 2, right cross, like a jab, right. So you got your kids in there jabbing, 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 jabbing. And then you start just being out for them, being excited. Else maybe you come up to them and say, try and do a snore over them. Where you go, where you go? I got this, I got this. No, you're not going to box if you don't have control. If you get angry and lose control, then you got to quit. Got to stay in control, son or daughter. Got to stay in control. Stress that every day, please. Another thing, very legal thing. Always expose them constantly, especially for a child or a teenager. Don't be the first to hit. Often when that ends up in court and there's witnesses, the judge is going to ask, or the police officer is going to ask, or the principal is going to ask, who was the first to hit who? And everybody points to your child. Your child is going to be the one that gets suspended. That's just how society works. That's how the rules work. I've been doing this for 23 years. Don't be the first to hit him. Now, you can't be the first to dodge. Somebody comes to punch him and you can dodge. Always have self-defense. Now, over the years we've had this controversy. Well, I only hit him to defend myself. Well, who hit him first? He hit me first. Reasonable school officers and judges will often say, you have a right to defend yourself, okay. But there's 2 things about that. If someone's pummeling you, and you do have a right to defend yourself, even a child does, of course. I mean, the child doesn't have the right to take that child to the ground and blood him up and beat him up. It's overreaction. You gotta teach them about control. He punches you punch him. He punches you punch him. That's fine, but you're not gonna, well, I don't want my child or my student to be the one punching the snot and blowing up another kid. He puts an end to it, restrains him. I'm okay with that. I don't want my child to turn to the bully that he originally hated. And that happens so many times when kids get some skill or confidence with boxing. We gotta make sure that we always are on the lookout for that. Defense versus offense. Offense, hit. Offense, hit. Number 3 punch is a hook. Number 4 punch is a right hook. Number 3 punch, left hook. Punch right hook. Get them to place their feet, left front, right back. Swing with the power of their hips. Swing into that punch. Get the power with the weight behind it. Swing. Those are our offenses. So what are defenses? Well, not getting hit is a defense. Backing away. Sidestepping. These are defensive moves. Defensive moves also when you're doing a jab. You're ready to do a jab, have this other right hand up to be able to defend yourself. Jab, jab. Right hand up, jab. Same thing with the other opposite with the right cross. Cross, cross, cross. Hook, 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 hook. Have the other hand on defensive ready. Teach them defense versus offense. Young people so rarely know the difference between defense moves and offense moves. They need to get their mind used to this. They want to defend, especially the face. They don't want to mess up those pretty faces. But we also don't want broken legs or anything else. We have defenses where we avoid getting hit. And defenses where we block getting hit. Another thing we want to make sure we teach them as part of defense is inside you. Don't ever fight somebody like this. You got all this to beat you. You're the punching bag when you're like this. If you're like this, to the side, they only got this. They got about a third of you to hit. Don't give them all this to hit. Be defensive. Teach them defense. This. And when they're on their side, make sure they're balancing toe to heel, toe to heel, toe to heel. Left foot back front, right foot back. Don't give them a lot to hit. So that's the first section of things that we want to teach basically. Which should not be emphasized. We don't want young people to get confident when they learn a few skills, but we say enough to be dangerous. They learn some boxing now. They learn they can hit back. They learn they can themselves and get cocky, get smarty pants. They're the king of the school now. They only know a little bit, they're already the king of the school. And then that sometimes leads into them getting smart-mouthed and aggressive because they feel this liberation. It's a natural thing. It's not a natural thing. I'm not going to say he's a bad kid. Just because he gets a little bit confident and smart alecky. It's normal progression. Well, that needs to be brought down too. A good boxer is a modest boxer. And as we said before, don't become a bully like the bullies that we hated being in front of before. We do not want to become that which we hate. Now we want to consider the teachers, principals, child services, and police. We mentioned this briefly. Don't be the first one to hit. You can get some legal jams with your kid. Also, the verbiage that your kid says. I always tell my kids, if anybody asks you who taught you how to fight, and start asking questions like, does your dad say you can beat up on anybody? Does your mom say you can go around hitting people? You always fight at home? Ask my dad. Ask my mom. You gotta train him. Because what can flow out, it doesn't always work as well as sometimes. You get a Dudley do-gooder in there. And say, oh my God, this is a fighting house. They're all beating the snot out of each other and he needs to go to child services. We need to make a call and he needs to be protected. A good teacher, good administrator, good police officer will ask very good questions. Does your dad do this? You do this for sport? Does your dad do this for training? Does he teach you control? Does he teach you not to be emotional? That's what a good person does when they do an interview. But too many aren't that good folks. I see many good kids go away child services for 3 or 4 days while they investigated. The teacher was so outraged at their boxing. Boxing is a an evil, deadly sport. Trust me, there's a lot of them out there that'll turn a little thing into a big thing. And you don't want your child taken away from you in a moment. And you get your child back once they do their investigation report. But that's traumatic for you and it's traumatic for the child, it's traumatic for the family. Let's just not go through that. Please tell your kids, does your dad hit you? Talk to my dad. You and your dad hit each other, even in Boston. Talk to my dad. Does your mom say it's okay for you to hit other people? Talk to my mom. Please train them. So many long-term woes can come out of this, seriously. Don't fight dirty unless you have to. Sometimes when a kid fights for itself, that kid has his friends and you have your friends. And you think, oh, it's just going to be me versus him. Wrong. Sometimes, especially if the other guy's losing, a brattier kid is losing, Three others just jump in slowly, start pounding the crap out of your friend. 3 or 4 on one. Well, I'm sorry, but that sounded quite dirty. Kick him in the nards. Slap him around. Push him down. It's okay if they're quite dirty, you have a right to defend yourself. But especially if they carry some kind of weapon, a knife or a gun or anything like that, you've got to be in defense of yourself. You've got a choice. And the choice is do what's best for you, especially if they're going to be unjust and weird like that. Fight or flight. I have to take scenarios with my kids, and that's just fight or flight. Kids messing with you. Got a big mouth. Hey, stupid boy, you got your clothes in Goodwill? That's not time to start popping off and hitting somebody. So, other kid might say, nah, but your mama does. And this is how kids respond. Doesn't always have to go to a fight. It always be, well, your clothes aren't that bad. I mean, you don't get your clothes from Goodwill. You can always de-escalate. Too often we do not teach kids to de-escalate. We teach kids to go get that little brat. I'll support you everywhere I can. No, we need to teach kids to de-escalate. And it's hard for children. It's not easy. It's hard for parents. And it doesn't always work. I'm not a big believer of sweet words, trust me. Oh, I don't want to fight you and you don't want to fight me, okay? Neither one of us really wants to fight. Boom! You get called in the mouth because you're boring the kid. Words should be used first. And if they don't work, then escalate up bit by bit. And always teach your kids, look for an escape one. Before them start to jump you, be already looking around for the ways you can get out. Does that fence gate open? Does that go to a dead end? Can I get down from there? Always teach your kids, especially in this day and age, what is your escape route in a bad situation? What I call the 360. I always tell my kids, I want you to be 360. Know what's going around you as much as possible, 360 degrees. All the way around. What is going on around you, especially if you're feeling weird, things are going bad. Shadowboxing. This is what I was doing a little bit of earlier. Shadowboxing. It's just imagine you have a target. 1 jab. There's 6 fundamental hits. 1 jab, 2 cross, 3 left hook, 4 right hook, 5 left uppercut, 6 right uppercut. You use 4 of these in my videos or in other people's videos who do a much better job showing you professionally how they do it. My equipment isn't as good as other people's. Some other people have a much better way of presenting and a much more fun and entertaining way to do it. I'll get there maybe eventually. For now, I just gotta do it my way. I'll get some better equipment soon, I promise. Shadowboxing. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. That's a 1, 1, 2 combo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's shadowboxing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going in slow motion, of course. Let your child go as quick as he wants, but not out of control. You don't want him to do an uppercut like uppercut like that. He needs to be controlled. He's out of target. Like I have a piece of paper on my wall that can be my target. So when I punch at the same time. Or I punch below that piece of paper or above that piece of paper. She's out of my target. Left hook that piece of paper, right hook that piece of paper. Uppercut that piece of paper, uppercut that piece of paper. Uppercut it straight up like a tall person, uppercut, uppercut. Don't let him just flail. I'm trying to say, make sure when they're shadowboxing, you're going to intend to target run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shouldn't be a free-for-all. It should be controlled in good stance and good proper moves. Again, make sure they have their defenses up. Make sure the stance is right, left leg out, right leg back. Now if they're left-handed, what we call southpaw, stance is right leg first, the front, left leg back. That's only the left-handed do. Remember, I do this a lot in the videos. It's not really proper. I want you to see what I'm doing. More proper, stand to the side. So then let's try it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to stand to the side to give them less hitting room. Sparring with your kids. Emotional control for both of you. Last thing I wanted, especially out of the teens, for you and your child to be sparring. Okay, son, let's go. Okay, daughter, let's go. And all of a sudden, there's some kind of heated moment or a trigger. All of a sudden, you're beating the snot out of each other and someone's just trying to win. It happens. It happens. Humans are emotional beings and they do have triggers, especially around the face, or we feel pain, or you fight dirty, like you trip them and hit them. That's not cool to do. They feel cheated. Instincts set in that they're going to win. They're going to fight to win. You really don't want that going on in sparring. You want to be a positive coordination with your kids. So spar, you know, good, good. Show me your jab. It's also, I want to show you a piece of equipment that I'll show you later. I'll present later. In the third part, I'm going to present materials you can get especially for kids. These are sparring mitts. So you can hold these up for your kid. Punch me left, punch me left. Give me a 1 to the left. Give me a 2 to the right. Give me a 3 to the left. 4 right. Give me a 6 to the right. Give me a 4 right. Give me a 1 to the left. Give me a 2 to the right. These are really good for sparring. Called sparring mitts. They're flat and no one's going to get hurt. They can punch the hell out of this and it's not going to hurt their hand. I'll include that in our interest inventory, our video section 3. Also with the equipment, there's safety equipment too. Like headgear. Depending on how old your kid is, you can get headgear that fits. Just to make sure that they don't lose any teeth, especially the young ones. When they get hit in the ears, it's not going to hurt them. It's not going to make their head soft if they get hit in the head. You want to avoid contusions and bruises. Because remember, obvious bruises can cause a report to child services, no matter what you tell them. You come in with a bunch of bruises. Oh my God, something's going on here and they're covering up for the bear. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this. Be careful about bruising. With gloves. Use gloves. You usually don't bruise. Depends on how big gloves. These big gloves are not long to hell like this. These are 12-ounce gloves. Light gloves, 12 ounce. I'll put these in that presentation of things you can get from Amazon. You hit them with this, usually you will not bruise. My advice is to let the kid hit you more than you hit the kid. Because again, you don't want all those bruises showing up at school or with anybody really. Lastly, you might want to consider having a quality rating system. Okay, kid, son, daughter, I want you to give me a jab. No, that's only like a 60% jab. Now close your hand, thumb out, and swing from the elbow. And she does it. That's great. That's a perfect jab. Thank you. As a cross, like a jab. Oh yeah, show me a cross, daughter. Hey, that's perfect. Show me a hook. Oh, your hand was open. That's not perfect hook. Close your hand. Hey, that's like a 90% hook. I want you to swing your hips and get the power in there for the hook. There, now that's 100% hook. Pick your rating system that you can agree on. You can create it together so it's not humbling or irritating. I hope you like this video. I'm going to do a last protection video with equipment that's specially made for kids. Thank you for being here. If you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing me. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Here we are back at my desk. This is the last part of video 13. Kids boxing intro for parents. I'm going to be showing you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items on the screen. I'll start with safety gear. I'll start with showing you, these are just from Amazon. Buy anything you want. These are just examples of your keywords to look for. You buy and you get an idea what prices might look like. First off, the first picture I'll show you is the kid-size MMA gloves. MMA is for mixed martial arts. These are the gloves. Next, headgear. Safety headgear, also MMA for giant boxing for multi-sport action. And it's even good for lacrosse. Next, mouth guard. Kid-size mouth guard to protect their teeth. Very important, especially for the young ones. Here I have an inflated bag on stand. It's kid size. You can actually use an adult size, probably. It may be a little intimidating for a really small kid. That's a parental choice you can make. And a regular size speed bag, but you have to have it lower to the face level for the kid. A reflex bag. This can also be level for the kid, but it's not. A reflex bag isn't ideal for small kids. It only goes down to certain. When I look at it, it goes down to about 3 feet at its lowest. I mean, 2 3/4 of a foot. So keep that in mind. Look at the height of what you're buying, please. If you're buying for small kids. I do have several, I do reflect the speed bag, how to set it up in another video I made. I also have how to use the reflex bag and the speed bag in other videos. So I hope this helps you in your pursuit. Boxing yourself. I think it's a great family fun event. Always remember there has to be control, there has to be boundaries. Protect yourself and around the community. Being a little bit too self-assured that they can be anybody's butt. That can be a legal problem. Thank you folks for listening. Have a great day. Feel free to comment.